I'm popping my DLX cherry, baby. Let's go. Geeks, was poppin'? Infinity Saga Iron Man. This is the Mark 43. This is from 3.0 DLX series. It's my first one. I'm excited. I saw it when it got announced, didn't jump on it. Then I saw them announce the Hulkbuster armor that this fits into, and I knew I couldn't live without it. So I went ahead and pre-ordered this, and it just came in. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this fancy box. Alright, there's the bottom of the box. I'm sure you don't need the barcode because it's an import. And there's the top of the box. And oh, in-box collectors, what a treat. Now the camera's not playing tricks. The reason he's kind of hard to see here is because the figure itself is wrapped in plastic behind the plastic shield. So it's reflecting more light than usual. So this is pretty awesome, man. If I was an in-box collector, I would definitely love to put this on the shelf. I probably will keep the box and find something to do with it, even though I know I don't have room. So the box does come with this backdrop insert, and it looks like a dark picture of one of the chambers from the Hall of Armor. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like to me, but whatever it is, it's gonna be dope for a picture taken. Here he is in his cage, and you see he comes with hands galore. He comes with a display stand and repulsor effects, as well as his boot jet effects. I'm hoping I like them better than I did in the promo pictures. They didn't look very realistic, so hopefully that was just the promo shots and maybe they changed them a little bit. So the tray comes apart. You see, you have the instructions here and the two separate trays. We got the warranty, and then you got the how to do your Iron Man stuff thingies here. Look at this. Oh, so I need to read this because if they're telling you how to do the joint movement, it might be because it's delicate. So I'm going to take a second to read this before I do anything because I would hate to break this on camera or off camera. So true confession time. So I said I was going to go ahead and read instructions. That was 2 days ago. So I walked away for 2 days. Why? Because this tray here, when I picked it up, there was a little black piece here. I have no idea what it was for. It wasn't secure and it popped out. Matter of fact, all these pieces popped. See? I shouldn't say popped out, just fell out. They're not in there secure, so they're not in there securely, so be careful when you pick it up, those far out. But they all fell down, I picked them up, and if you're a follower of this channel, if you're not new, I complained a few weeks ago, I think when I did the Cantina review, about how things keep disappearing on me. Well, lo and behold, that little black piece, I saw it bounce on the floor, and it disappeared, and I got so pissed I stopped reviewing, and I actually took down my whole review station, moved everything out of the way, moved all my DVD racks I have against the wall, moved everything over here, and could not find it. Don't know where it disappeared to, and I was just so mad that I was like, screw it, and I walked away. And I didn't have time to review yesterday, so that was Friday, today's Sunday, so I'm just getting back to the review. But anyway, so I read the instructions, found out a few things I didn't know about this figure. I didn't realize he was battery powered. So his eyes light up, and I think his chest lights up, but it could just be the eyes. They didn't mention the black piece. In the instructions, they mentioned everything that is in the box except for that one little black piece. So that's why I don't know what it is. And I didn't want to look at any other reviews for it to find out what it is because I don't like being influenced in my reviews. I will look after this. So if you already know, you can put it in the comments. But if you're wondering why I didn't look, it's because I don't want to be influenced by other reviewers. But anyway, so I've rambled on enough. I'm going to go ahead and take them out of the box and get down to this. Thanks for listening. Alright, so normally I do this part off camera, but I want to do this on camera because, again, this is my first 3.0 review, and it's new territory for me, and I want to have you experience it with me. So first and foremost, he's pretty heavy. So I like that. Whoa. Yeah, see, those hands want to run away on me. We have got a lot of hands. We'll take a look at them in a second. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can play with me. Alright, so here are his rocket launchers for his arms. And then hand number 8. It's going to be the one that doesn't want to come out, right? There we go. 8. So the figure itself. Oh yeah. That's that die cast, man. Oh, I'm loving this. I hope they don't put out a bunch because I don't want to be paying for these, but man, these are sharp. Alright, so he's in this plastic bag. Let's pull him out. Oh my gosh, I think I'm in love. Seriously, he weighs, man, he's got to weigh about a pound, a little bit over a pound. I might get my scale and weigh him. So the head is plastic, but the body, I believe, is die cast metal for the most part. Plastic over here, but all this back here feels, I think, is die cast. Man, he's solid and gorgeous. Holy crap. Wow. Paint job is superb. Look at this. This is perfection. Whew. The instructions say the batteries go here. Top of his head slides back. Man, it seems to be lifting. But it says it's, the instructions look like it says slide. Let's see. Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. That just popped off. Yeah, that's crazy. And there's a screw in there, so you gotta unscrew it. Oh, and he doesn't come with the batteries. Oh, that's disappointing. So I can't even show you the light up. 3-0, why would you do that? Who ships a... Ugh. Why would you ship this toy, especially at the price? Like, why would you ship this toy, especially at this price point, and you can't even include a battery? Oh my goodness. And it takes 2 batteries. I think I might have the right size batteries upstairs. I hope so. I'll be right back. Oh, of course not. So that battery, not only do I not have that size battery, Target doesn't sell it. Walmart does not sell it. At least not in stores. It's only available for shipping, so I had to order from Amazon. So I'll go ahead and review it without him lighting up. And then when the batteries get here on Tuesday, I'll put the battery in and I'll post another 30-second video showing you the lights. 3-0, I was impressed, but that was really crappy. To not only use a watch size that's not common, but just not including the darn battery. I mean, really have cost that much. I just got a 20 pack of those batteries for like $5. So he does come with arm rocket launchers. So these pieces here, I believe, come off. I keep seeing my band-aid thinking it's a piece of the toy. So, how do I get this up? I don't want to pry it with a screwdriver because the paint job is so nice. Hopefully I can get it with my finger. You do it from the back. Oh, yeah, you do. Man, those things fly. I'm destined to lose some of this stuff. Alright, so you do it from the back. I said do it from the back. Alright, that one didn't fly away from me. And then you pop it in like so. It's got a hole and a peg, and then you got a peg and a hole. And they fit, or hopefully fit nicely. There we go. Yeah, snaps in right there. Hands pop off fairly easily. Small peg there. So he's got a lot of hands. Alright, so first things first. Alright, so we got here his fists, and this is what he ships with. Now this is this is a shooting hand, but it does not have the hole for the repulsor blast. This is just if you want him to have his palm open like he's about to fire his repulsor blast. And this is the same. Now this is the shooting hand just like that one, but it has the hole for the effects. And this is the other one there. Then he's got his relaxed hand. And these are his flying hands. You see here, the piece of the armor is tilted upwards. And then you got the other one to that one. And you've got his repulsor blast effect. And then you have, over here, sorry, his boot effect. You see the boot effect on the bottom is thinner and more streamlined, and the repulsor blast is bigger and a little bit bulkier. Alright, so I went ahead and swapped out one of his hands for the repulsor blast hand so we could see what it looks like shooting. And I took off the forearm covers for his rocket launcher and put in one of the rocket launchers. Alright, let's go ahead and take a moment to bask in his die-cast glory. Keith Lee. My son was just watching Age of Ultron yesterday, so this armor is fresh in my mind. So there are a few things that you get with this guy that you don't get with, say, your standard Marvel Legend. First thing's on the back. These back air flaps actually lift up. Oh, man. This thing is so sweet. Come on. There we go. That's dope. So what about this head? Oh, what's that noise? Oh, okay. So when you do a 360, it pops out. So maybe they don't want you to do that. But the neck peg turns as well. Interesting. Okay, I went the other way, and he made it. So he can get a full 360 out of there. You see that neck peg moving within the body itself. Sweet tilt left, sweet tilt right. It's looking down without tilting the neck. And there's adding the neck into it. So these shoulder pieces disengage. They can lift it up and down. Superb range on the arms. Man, they get way, way up there. Get 360 there. Joints are nice and stiff. The chest pieces in the front of his armor do come out forward, so that way you have room to use this specialized shoulder joint to come forward. So these actually swing outward. That whole piece there swings forward. Look at that flex. So when he's hugging inwards, his wrists are basically touching. It's a lot of range. Arms going backwards. Pretty deep. Double jointed elbows give you really good range. Bicep swivel, see if you get a full 360, you do. Nice and smooth. Nothing at the forearm, but you do get a 360 at the wrist. Now, I don't think we get repulsor blast because of that piece of armor lifting up there. Let me try a different hand. Alright, this is actually the best hand, so I put it back. The other ones, because they're not open, you don't get that range there, so we're going to stick with this one. Alright, let's try it again. Repulsor blast. Hold my hand. Woohoo, you don't get kiss the ring. The hand does not bend down. So when you do this, it pops off the ball. It's not meant to go down that way. Let's check this arm. It goes down a little bit. But same thing, it starts to pop off. So you don't really get a kiss the ring on this guy. So this torso joint, it does turn, but you don't get a 360. That's as far as it goes. That's the other way. Now the instructions say you can get a lean with it, rock with it, but he's not doing it for me. He bends and then pops back up. But the instructions say you could actually just use that joint and bend him over, but it's not working for me. Alright, so he does have a crunch. Now right here, these ab plates, you have 1, 2, 3. They seem to move individually and independently of each other. See how 1, 2, 3? That's kind of fresh. And you see how it extends in the back and puts those gaps there. Pop it back up. See, they all go together. That is dope. Now flexing back, it's only the top of the 3 joints that flexes backwards. See? The other 2 don't move backwards. See, I'm not making it up. Right there, it says he can lean over, but he really can't. Or at least mine can't. Alright, so down here at the thighs, the armor right here and right here, it's right there. I don't know if it can, oh, it can come out. Alright, so I was about to make a complaint, but I should have known. 3-0, thought of everything. Kick range, not too bad. Alright, so here's where I'm running into some problems. The instructions say that he should be able to do a split, but what they show you, what the instructions say to do, doesn't seem to work here. It says that these should be drop hip joints like G.I. Joe, but they're not dropping for me. And I also am looking in there and I don't see any way that these legs can go apart in a split. I don't know if they made the instructions before they made some changes, but like looking into the joint there, I don't see any way it can move outward. And literally when I pull it, it feels like it's gonna break. So I don't know, I might email them and see, but that definitely is not a drop hit. So I don't know what they're talking about there. Alright, so you can get a 360 at the thigh joint. Well, no you can't. Almost. But the top of the armor there hits right at his crotch and can't go any further. Same thing in the back. Double jointed knees give you good range there. He's definitely capable of kicking his own butt. Actually, he isn't. It's locked right there. You can't push it any further. Oopsie. He's definitely a prancer. And I can't get over how shiny this armor is. The paint job is insane. Look at the details here behind the knee armor pads. That's awesome. I say awesome a lot, don't I? Alright, so the armor right above the ankle does flip upwards, so you can get more range. And in the back, I believe, does it move to in the back? Oh, yep. Flips up in the back as well. Just like that. So great toe range makes him a dancer. Articulated toes as well. bend and point those up, but not down. Alright, there is his repulsor blast and his rocket launcher popped in. Here's the about to shoot hand. Flying hand. Relaxed hand. Iron Man's so tall. How tall is he? He comes in at 6 3/4 inches, and that's just right. I almost feel guilty putting him next to this Marvel Legend Iron Man. It makes it look so dingy. Now I'm surprised at the height difference. They're both 6-inch scale, but man, that's a massive difference. It's about half an inch. I don't even remember which Marvel Legend that is. Sorry. There he is next to the Mark III Infinity Saga Iron Man that came out recently. He's still taller than him. It doesn't look like it's big a height difference because his mask is flipped up, but you gotta discount that there. So the difference is almost the same as the other one. But just when you think he's really out of scale, you put him next to the 7-inch scale Shao Kahn from McFarlane Toys, and he looks tiny. Scales a little bit better next to Kotal Kahn. Sandman. So again, next to a 7-inch scale figure, he's smaller. So it makes me feel like the Marvel Legend Iron Man figures are a little bit undersized. Vader time. Oh yeah! And of course, my guy Rage. So he used a flight stand. Apparently he got a stick in his butt. So that comes off there. There's the stand assembled. Be careful with these chest pieces. It popped off and I'm having a heck of a time trying to get it back in. There's a little bar in there, that black bar that it attaches to. Be careful when you're posing. These pieces are popping off left and right every time I move his arms. So go slowly. Ooh, look at that bad boy. Just look at him. Let's actually take a minute to look at him. So he's a little heavy for the stand. If you don't pose it just right, the stand arms bend and fall over, but they have screws so they can be tightened up, so it shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so I'm going to do some more poses and take some pictures and post them up on Instagram, so that way this video is not too long. So make sure you check out the Geek Hangover. Instagram for more pictures of this guy. As of right now, I have to say he is a must-buy. Few flaws. The instructions don't match up with his posability. I'm going to go ahead and do some research, figure out if it's something I'm doing wrong or if it's just something wrong with the instructions. I'll come back in a couple of days once I get those batteries to light him up. Hopefully by then I'll have those kinks worked out with his legs and the posing and the split and all that. But even if he can't do a split, I don't care. This thing is phenomenal. It looks like the MCU Iron Man. The armor looks real. The die-cast parts really flex. The paint apps are disgustingly sick. I love it. I have to say thumbs up, thumbs up. If you want this guy, go ahead and get him. It's going to be even more sick when the Hulkbuster armor drops that he can fit into. I mean, what do you do with that? Alright, so I love it. This is definitely top 5 of the year so far. Make sure you sound off in the comments. Let me know what you think of this guy. Let me know what you think of how he scales with other figures. You know what? It really doesn't matter, in my opinion, because he looks so good and so real. I can't put him next to any Marvel Legends. It just isn't even fair. So if you plan on putting this in with your Marvel Legend collection, I would say don't do it because it makes them look really bad. Alright, so I decided not to do a part 2. I'm just going to add this stuff on to the end of the video. So figured out a few of the kinks. So I took a close look at the instructions. These aren't drop hips, they're drop thighs. I was pulling here trying to get the hips to drop down, but it's actually the thigh that extends. And you got to give it a lot of elbow grease. See there? Now there's that gap there. When you turn it on the other side, you can see the difference. So you can pull both down, and that's not for making him taller, it's for better posability. So before I was trying to get him to do a split, I just wasn't giving enough grease. I was afraid to break him. I looked online, so you can do it. You just have to really give him that elbow grease. See? And it also didn't help that you couldn't see the joint there. So you go there, just making sure I got the full range. And there you go. So banana split. So that tilt, that rock left and right actually exists. It's just really tough. So I had to open it up and actually do that. You heard it click. Maybe you didn't hear it, but it did click. So now when you put them back together, you should be able to get his lean with it, rock with it. Lean with it, rock with it. And now you can roll them around when you combine that with the ab motion. I mean, this is really slick. Right here, it reminds me of reptile skin. How smooth it is. I think they did a really good job there. There is my attempt at the superhero landing. I know I didn't quite nail it. I gotta keep working on it. That's the best I could do. You would not believe how long it took me to do just this pathetic piece of work. It took me almost 10 minutes, so I kind of gave up. But first try, it's not that bad. Alright, so I finally got the right batteries. I'll put the link in the description so you don't make the same mistake I did. Alright, so I left his helmet crown off because to turn the lights on his helmet, you actually have to hit a button inside. So that kind of sucks because you have to have this part of the helmet removed in order to turn it on. Turn on his chest lights, you hit this chest button right here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. So there he is with his helmet lights on. I think you can see the difference. Then you just press on his chest there. Ooh, that's bright. And now you have Iron Man. Okay, Google. Turn off all lights. That's pretty bright. What's funny is you see how in his helmet that red part is lighting up. In real life, I really can't see that. That's not bad. It's a lot brighter than I thought it was going to be. Alright, so sound off in the comments, let me know what you think. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. Alright, till next time, geeks. 3-0 Iron Man is out.